Asia, the president of Taiwan has sent condolences to Hong Kong following the deadly fire in the Tai Po district. Meanwhile, Chinese President Xi Jinping has also expressed his condolences over the tragedy, which claimed at least 44 lives, with nearly 300 people still missing. She has called on Hong Kong authorities to make every effort to contain the blaze and minimize further casualties. Hong Kong police have arrested 3 men in connection with the fire, suspecting that foam materials used during renovations may have contributed to the fire's rapid spread. Hong Kong's chief executive John Lee has expressed deep sorrow over the tragedy, paying tribute to the firefighter who lost his life, as well as to the others who bravely responded. Lee has vowed that efforts would continue to rescue those still trapped and provide support to the affected families. Now, for this discussion, we welcome Mr. Colin Chong-Yu Keat. He's a Foreign Affairs Security and Strategy Analyst, joins us live from University of Malaya from Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much, Professor, for joining us again. Good to see you. Thank you. Now, looking at this, what political implications or might arise from the arrests of these company directors, and how do such accountability measures influence public trust in governance and regulation in Hong Kong now?
Yeah, we have seen how the level of public anger and of course the call for greater accountability and reforms in terms of safety measures. We have seen how this blaze is now the biggest, the worst in Hong Kong's history, and of course it came just days before the territory's legislative elections scheduled in early next month. So this has raised pressure on the administration, on John Lee's administration, for competence, for the level of preparedness, and the complacency in terms of the safeguarding citizens' lives. We have seen how the materials being used and the history of using bamboo scaffolding have also contributed to this deadly blaze, and the level of shock, public anger have also mounted, and of course this will also have a greater impact on the state of the local elections, and of course also there have been calls from experts and residents as well as the public for an end to this long-held practice of these flammable materials being used, and of course the call for stricter building and renovation regulations. And of course this has been a timely wake-up call to the government, to the local administration, and of course the pressure now is on John Lee's administration to launch a full-scale criminal investigation and safety investigation to the fire. But this, for the time being, I will argue that we will not be enough or sufficient to satisfy the public demand or the public call for accountability. And critics have long argued that there has to be a swift policy change in terms of not only cosmetic changes, but a deep reforms in terms of public safety and the competency of the public officials in ensuring that this will not happen again in the future.
Yes. With that, I would like to thank Professor Collins for sharing that insight. Please stay with us as we come back to you. Now, we stay in this news. Meanwhile, residents of Hong Kong have described the scene as heart-wrenching and shocking as families search for loved ones and crews continue rescue efforts. Local volunteers have opened an emergency shelter to support displaced residents, offering food, blankets, and a place to rest. One resident summed up the grief felt across the community, saying it's truly heartbreaking. Let's listen into what some of the residents have shared.
其實我真係都覺得幾恐怖嘅，真係你其實我應該算係睇住佢從一棟變成2棟，之後而家好似3棟，即係而家好似就都4棟啦。咁即係其實真係幾恐怖下嘅。
個心情係好唔舒服，係好揦住，即係好似即係如果嗰啲網係防火嘅話，就唔會發生呢個情。
你諗下一個屋企冇咗喎，燒毀喎，換轉邊個都心急啦，係咪啊？感同身受啦，真係好難受㗎。其實個屋企啊咁樣燒咗佢喎，真係形容唔到咯。我諗香港可能開埠以嚟都未試過呢啲咁嘅火喎，呢一下子咁多棟都燒都着晒喎，一下咁樣2棟、3棟、4棟咁全部着晒喎，係咪啊？都好震驚啊！
無論係細節上面啊，即係可能係一啲市民安置啦，或者係究竟係原因係咩咧？我諗可能大家最想知係原因係咩咯，即係呢啲我覺得
傷痛減少啲咯。
係啊，即係解釋得好啲咯，係啊，即係唔好草草了事，因為始終呢度牽涉嘅唔係一兩個單位咁簡單，係一條村，差唔多一條村咁樣。